Hello and welcome to day 221 of Dungeon 23, the series where we make a room of a mega dungeon every day for a year. I feel like I should have to explain that it's for Dungeons and Dragons, but we're far too into this project to worry about that now. Anyway, so today's room is going to be an encounter with a vampire spawn, just to get it out of the way, off this word room, which is still, it's funny, but I really wish I didn't come up with it after being extremely frustrated at Roll20, but whatever. So in this room there is a coffin. It's not locked or anything, and these are the same coffins that are used for basically getting new characters into the dungeon, a la Don't Starve. And I remember there being another roguelike game where you got more characters from coffins. I want to say Spelunky, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so let's see here. Inside the coffin is what appears to be just a deceased human woman with a DC 17 either medicine or religion check. You could determine that the woman is actually a undead vampire spawn, not an actual dead person. Well, she's a dead person, but also an undead person. She's not a not undead person, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but whatever. And I chose medicine and religion because those two feel like the most reasonable for determining whether or not a corpse is actually animate. Now, just opening the coffin won't really awaken this vampire spawn, but the person who opened it will have to make a DC 16 sleight of hand check, and everyone else will have to make a DC 15 stealth check to basically slowly close the door and then walk away so as to not disturb the vampire spawn. However, if this check is failed, or they just walk away without closing the coffin, then the vampire spawn will begin to stalk the party, just following them around, not really doing anything, just kind of quietly observing. And she'll only attack the party once the party catches on and addresses the fact that they're being stalked. And of course, if the party just opens it up and then sees a vampire and immediately attacks it, then it's just going to attack. Now, for the stalking aspect, I kind of discovered an unintentional theme of this room, which is about observation and things being seen and interacted with. There's the Grell room, which is the literal words of it. There's the elephant in the room, which is the main thing, where acknowledging it causes you harm. There is the not an exit door, which is very similar to the not a pipe. There's the room where the things only drop down if you look up, and the, of course, fake illusion of the adventurer. The only one that doesn't really fit in is the gelatinous cube, but I suppose it also kind of appears to be fresh water, so it's kind of transparent. That kind of plays into it. Kind of, I don't know. It was unintentional. I kind of stumbled into it, so I'm not super worried about maintaining that theme super hard, but I do want to keep it up a little bit because I think it might be interesting. And yeah, that is basically it. Just a very simple encounter with an undead creature. One that the party could probably deal with at this high level. It's probably going to be very easy. I could probably throw like 4 at the party and it'll be like a challenge, but it'll be certainly doable, whereas this, it could just be pretty easy. The danger is in the fact that they're being stalked. And yeah, that is basically the room. Just a very simple encounter. If you want to see things that are, well, just as simple and sometimes occasionally more complex, and just other wacky things in general, like magic items, traps, homebrew monsters, all that stuff, then consider subscribing to the channel and turn on notifications so you can see those videos, or just, coming back tomorrow because it's a daily series. And if you liked the video, then like it, obviously, and consider commenting suggestions for future rooms down below, because new suggestions would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, thanks for watching and or listening. I apologize for the poor quality. It's not going to get any better.